Okay, I think this might be the last in this little series of lessons that are just remediations of common problems with pronunciation. I'm not going to do every pronunciation for every consonant or vowel. If you want to see that, Jerry Kelly has some great sound files and videos out there in the Philo-Celtic site, and hopefully you'll make use out of those and other things that are available as well. These are specially directed on focusing on problems that a lot of people overlook or are careless with that I really like you to improve. So if you're a learner and you're new to the language, these are things you've got to study. And study them one at a time and really get them down so you never make a mistake with these things. I want to talk about now some exceptions, because that drives people crazy. Now, English is a language of exceptions. Most languages have exceptions to the way you pronounce things than the normal way that they're written. Irish has very few, and that's a good thing. But there are some. For instance, the most common word, is, breaks the rule of slender s. Should be ish, but it's not. It's pronounced is. There are a few of these weird things. You just got to memorize them. There's not a lot of them. A-R. It's not arum, like an arum, A-R-M, which means poor, but it's So that's a special pronunciation. Okay, on. Some things, it kind of depends on the dialect, I suppose. I say tor. Now it's written tower. Some people will say tower, but I say tor. A lot of things go a little bit long like that. Eglort. Eglort. I used that one in the other lesson. Tom Eglort, I said there. But really I would normally say Eglort. And it's just that ow goes a little longer to or. That happens with the MH too. Falcha. Rowet. Not rowet, but rowet. Goes long. Fold'em. Should be foul'em really, but I don't say it that way. I say fold'em. These ows sometimes go long, especially the OGHA. So those are pretty common exceptions. Now, let me get rid of these. I'm not saying these are the only exceptions. There's not a lot of them though. Really, truly. If you look at an Irish word most of the time and you know your spelling rules and you know how to pronounce your vowel combinations and your consonant combinations, you'll pronounce the word right. It's 90% of the time, at least. Alright, so another one, Airim, or Ganairi, and Borhalat. Airi, Ganairi, I, Fada, I, R, I, Fada. Should be Eri, right? Ganeri. But most people say Ganairi. Anything with this word, Unborhalat. May you be successful on your journey. Not may the road rise up to meet you, even though that's literally how it could be translated. May the road rise up with you. That doesn't mean anything. Ganaidilat means may you succeed. Ganaidi and Borhalat, may the road succeed. May you succeed on the road, really is what it means. May your trip be successful. Okay, then we get the prepositional pronouns da and di, which most of the time, and again it depends on your dialect, will be pronounced as if they have a shevu on them, especially the da. So instead of dum, I'll say ram, or ditch, gia, ditch. Well, you can say that, but most people would pronounce it as if it was a D-H, gia rich, gia rich. Okay, so it's not written that way, but everybody does it. Now, another thing that can happen in the Ulster dialect with dum, instead of ram, they'll do MH and BH endings go oo, and they'll say dow. Okay, so that happens. You don't have to know that, you don't have to say it that way, but if you lean in that direction in terms of what kind of Irish you want to learn, that's how it works. So it's not, now if you know that you're going to be doing that, also a lot of Ulster writers will write it out that way. So that's a little safer. Now, here's another one. That's a sort of an exception. Now I told you with the diphthongs, if there's a fada on the vowel, it's not a diphthong anymore. But in this word, it sort of is. Auron. Now some people will say avron. and that's how it's written. But most people will say auron, even though it's written with the fada on the A. They'll still say the diphthong ow. I said in another lesson, the single syllable words only, this is, the double N and the double L make vowels go long before them in single syllable words. Kyaun, fial. That also happens with a single M. Eam is butter. Eam, I-M. But, so that's unteam. It's a masculine noun. Unteam, the butter. But pisa, im. As soon as it gets more than one syllable, that doesn't happen. A piece of butter doesn't happen. Double L's, though. Gamal. Slowly. No fada on the A, but because of the double L, it sounds like that. Aun. A-N-N. And again, these are my Munster-ish pronunciations. And I think the Kaijan, the standard, is more or less that pronunciation-ish. There's less of these longer vowel sounds in the Ulster Irish. But other than these, there's not a whole heck of a lot of exceptions that I can think of. I mean, there are a few, but most things in Irish are said the way they spelled, even if it's lots of letters. If you sound it out and you know what you're doing, which hopefully by now you do, after looking at all these lessons and studying Jerry Kelly's lessons, and if you did study all that, you can sound out any Irish word. You may not know what it means yet, but you can sound it out, and that's very important. So, Gnaidi and Borlev, may you all succeed. Agus Sinne Gafol. And that's it for now.